often used to treat skin problems, even remove hair for men and women, but there could also be some hidden dangers. And we have beauty expert Ingrid Seaburn on our couch to tell us all about it. We'll start off, what do lasers actually do?
Lasers, Sarah, are a very common skincare treatment in Australia now. Lasers are specific wavelengths of light that penetrate to the deeper levels of our skin, to the dermis, to create a cellular change. So, you know, basically create a trauma that can change and ask the skin to heal and create fresh new skin. So it's...
Does it work better on some complexions, better than others?
Yes, definitely. And what I wanted to talk about today was the fact that laser is a great option for some people, but not for others.
Okay.
You know, if you have a darker skin tone, you have to be very careful about the hyperpigmenting that can happen. Just looking at that picture, so that lady has a darker olive complexion, and what she probably went in for was, you know, an improvement, but what she came out with was not so much of an improvement, a slight improvement, but she's not going to get the result because she has so much melanin already in her skin. So you have to be aware, ladies, that you need to have the right skin tone, and always check and do your homework and ask your professional, you know, skincare expert before you start a process.
And have you got an example of a lighter complexion? I know
Yes.
I had got pigmentation when I was pregnant and then had laser afterwards.
And it probably worked well for you,
It
Jess.
did.
If you have a lighter skin tone like this lady here, you can see she's had a fabulous result because her skin is very, you know, adaptive to what the laser can do, and that is really restructure, you know, at a cellular level to bring out that new fresh skin and get rid of the pigment, and also, you know, of course, anti-aging, acne, you know, laser hair removal. You know, it's really an effective and safe option these days. You know, it's come a long way in the last 10 years.
It's funny you say that because there are lots of laser clinics that are popping up that are offering, you know, $20 treatments. And I remember back in the day they used to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But then you see on, you know, tabloid TV shows that, you know, the effects of burning skin and kind of the negatives of laser
there is definitely a negative side, Sarah, and you have to be very careful. Before you go in for a treatment, understand if you're in the hands of the wrong person, you can definitely suffer a burn, whether
which
the
is
setting...
what we're seeing now.
Which is what we're seeing here. So this poor lady's gone in, and I'm sure she didn't expect that to happen, but I think the setting for the laser, the type of laser that she was, you know, put under was probably wrong for her skin type, and of course, you know, maybe she's in the wrong hands. So you have to be very careful about who you go to. Make sure they're a trained professional and they really... and do your own homework.
Is there a certification that we should be looking out for?
Look, you know, there are also varying degrees of laser treatments. So if you're going for a hardcore laser, there are two types, ablative and non-ablative. Most treatments now are non-ablative, so they penetrate and heat up the dermis and give you a result just by heating and, you know, strengthening the collagen. The ablative was, you know, back in the old days, we'd just burn the skin off our faces and, you know, we'd still get a great result, but it was a very traumatic way to do it. So you really want to be careful about who you go to for what type of treatment.
So
be
really,
very careful.
if you're going to consider it, it's important to really get some medical advice first,
you know,
isn't it?
I think, you know, maybe not so much medical, but make sure that you do your own homework, make sure that you go to a trained professional, make sure you think about what you need in terms of what your expectations are for the result, and you know, just do your homework and be aware of the risks involved. So,
Ingrid Seaburn, thank you very much for bringing us up to date with all of that detail.